What is going on, everyone? This is Eric coming at you from just outside of Hartford, Connecticut, and today we're going to look at one of my most favorite obscure players in the history of the NFL as we discuss Chad Hall. Now, if you're wondering who on earth is Chad Hall, you're not alone. Most people don't know his name. He's not a household name yet. Why do I say that? You will see. But I hope that by the end of this video, you at least have a respect for Chad Hall. So Chandler Hall was born on May 23rd, 1986 in Atlanta, Georgia. Happy 35th birthday, Chad Hall. Now, he would play high school football, and he was a decent quarterback there. Now, he would graduate from Norcross High School, which was about 10 miles northeast of Atlanta, in 2004. Now, he decided to attend the United States Air Force Academy, where he was recruited to play quarterback. He would eventually convert to being more of a jack of all trades, spending time as a running back, wide receiver, and even a kick returner. Now, his coach at Air Force was a well-known coach in the college ranks named Troy Calhoun. Now, when asked about Chad Hall, he said, quote, "He's a kid who certainly isn't tall," he's 5'8", "isn't a big kid weight-wise, 180 pounds, and doesn't have breakaway speed. But he has the quickness and good hands and gives us someone with a little electricity, someone who can make the other guys miss in the open field," end quote. That describes Chad Hall to a T. Great description of him. He's not a big guy. He's not going to run you down. He's not going to blow past you, but he can make you miss. Now, while at Air Force, Hall would establish himself. He was clearly the focal point of the offense, but teams still could not stop him. Now, when he left Air Force, he had etched his name in the school record books. He set the record for most rushing yards in a single game, 275 yards. That record still stands to this day. He ranks 6th all-time in rushing yards, 2nd all-time in single-season rushing yards. This was in 2007, where he recorded 1,478 yards, 8th all-time in receptions, 77, and 6th all-time in single-season receptions in 2007 once more, with 50. Now, he was the Mountain West Conference Offensive Player of the Year in 2007. Now, after graduating from Air Force, Hall went undrafted in the 2008 draft. Now, he would try out for both the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills, but neither team would offer him a contract. As a result, he did what all players who go to these military schools do, and he would serve 2 years in this case, Air Force, and he was a second lieutenant. Now, after the 2 years were over, he would try out with the Philadelphia Eagles, and he was offered a 3-year contract. Now, Hall was listed as a wide receiver primarily with a secondary position of a running back. Now, he did not make the team's original 2010 roster, but he was added to their practice squad. He would get called up in mid-October, and he would appear in 8 games for the Eagles that year, recording 11 catches for 115 yards with a touchdown. He also carried the ball 9 times for 29 yards. Now, he had a really good showing and made a name for himself in the 2011 preseason, but was once more cut. He would sign back with the Eagles practice squad, and he was added back to the 53-man roster in mid-November, but he only caught 3 passes for 20 yards and only recorded 3 carries for 13 yards. He was not kept following the 2012 preseason. Now, he would eventually sign on with the San Francisco 49ers practice squad in November of 2012. He was called up during the 49ers playoff run, and he did play in the NFC Championship game, but he did not record any stats. He was inactive for the Super Bowl, and of course the 49ers would go on to lose the Super Bowl. Now, he was cut after the 2013 preseason by the 49ers, and he was claimed off waivers by his former coach, Andy Reid, in his new position as head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, he would bounce on and off the Chiefs roster, being added and cut 3 separate times. He would record 2 catches for 20 yards over 9 games for the Kansas City Chiefs during the 2013 season. Now, he would spend part of the August 2014 with the Jacksonville Jaguars, but he did not make the team. Realizing that his playing career was all but over, he decided to turn to coaching. Now, in 2017, he joined the Bills coaching staff as an offensive assistant. After 2 years in that role, he was promoted to wide receiver coach. Right now, he still serves as that Bills wide receivers coach. Now, Buffalo is a very talented, bright team with a great future. Don't be shocked to hear Chad Hall's name be discussed as a potential offensive coordinator in the future. I would love to see that. Chad Hall, like I said, he's a very obscure player, but he's one of my most favorite players. I remember watching him in the 2010, 2011, 2012 preseasons. He was a big standout player. I always, I have family who served in the armed forces, so I always have a special place in my heart for players who went to one of the military schools. So I was rooting for Chad Hall. It was great to see him make the Eagles, a couple times. I do remember him making a couple of those plays where he caught the passes in 2010, 2011. I wish he had won the Super Bowl even with the 49ers. But like I said, Buffalo is a bright, young, talented team. Chad Hall is one of the bright minds on that team. He's coaching a very talented wide receiver room. So expect to hear his name in the near future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative to you. Have a great rest of your day.